Cake making has come a long way from being a home kitchen affair to a big-time factory production. Think about it. Cakes are everywhere, in all kinds of flavors and shapes. They're at birthday parties, weddings, and just about any celebration you can imagine. But the way these yummy treats are made on such a large scale is a fascinating mystery. So, how do they do it? In commercial cake making, it's all about getting the mix just right. The key players are flour, sugar, eggs, and some special ingredients like milk powder and flavorings. Think of flour as the cake's backbone, giving it structure. The sugar does more than just add sweetness. It also helps keep your cake moist. Finally, the eggs are the binding agents, holding everything together. But here's where it gets interesting. Raising agents like sodium carbonate step in to make the cake light and fluffy. And let's not forget preservatives like sulfur dioxide, ensuring your cake stays fresh longer. All these ingredients are then added into giant mixers where they are blended together to perfection. This method of adding all the ingredients together in one batch and mixing them is known as the all-in-one method, and it is very popular in making mass-produced goods. Some might even use alternative methods like the flour or sugar batter methods. But the all-in-one approach saves time and energy. In this mixing phase, the cake starts to take shape, preparing it for whatever occasion it might be part of next, be it a birthday party or any other celebration. In commercial cake baking, mixers play a crucial role. These large-scale mixers ensure that all ingredients are thoroughly combined. This thorough mixing is key because it guarantees that each ingredient is evenly distributed and it incorporates air into the batter. The air bubbles created during mixing help give the cake its light and soft texture. Now we're in the baking stage of this process, where molds and automatic ovens are the stars. Molds ensure each cake has a uniform shape and size. Before the batter is added, the mold is automatically coated with a light layer of oil through an automated system. This helps in ensuring that the batter is evenly distributed and doesn't stick to the mold. Then, the cakes are moved into automatic ovens. Here, precision is key. The temperature and humidity inside these ovens are carefully controlled. This control is essential for even baking, making sure every part of the cake is perfectly done. Techniques are used during baking to ensure the crust also develops just right, so that it is not too hard, not too soft. This attention to detail in the baking process ensures the quality and consistency of every cake that comes out of the oven. Remember how the sugar added moisture to the cakes during the baking process? After baking, cakes have to go through a crucial cooling process as well. This stage involves managing the moisture released by the cakes as they cool down. Powerful suction pumps are often used to remove this moisture, preventing any condensation from forming. This step ensures the cakes stay fresh and maintain their texture. Next comes quality control. Each cake is checked for consistent shape, size, and appearance. This ensures every cake that leaves the factory meets the same high standards, guaranteeing that the cakes taste good and look perfect every time. If you're wondering what happens to cakes that don't quite meet commercial standards, the answer is that this happens rarely. If the oven is too hot or the baking goes on too long, you might end up with a cake that's more rock than delight. And it's not just about the heat. The right amount of gluten in the flour matters too. Not enough time in the oven? You could be slicing into a crumbly mess. But here's where the high-tech side of baking comes in. With industrial equipment like stainless steel mesh food processing filters, they're able to filter out anything unwanted to make sure every bite has that consistent yum factor. So, the amount of waste remains minimal at the end of the entire process. Once the cakes are perfectly baked and cooled, they're ready for packaging. The cakes are gently removed from their molds, ensuring they keep their perfect shape. Then, they are wrapped, usually in plastic, to preserve their freshness. Some cakes also get an extra layer of protection with a cardboard tray or box. This packaging makes sure it looks as good as it tastes, ready for any occasion. Cakes are a craft and a science, baked into every culture around the world. From birthday parties to weddings, cakes mark celebrations and bring smiles. Now that we're talking about parties, let's discover in the next one how Coca-Cola is made. A great refreshing accompaniment to your delicious, freshly baked cake.